I have stated in the past and now reiterate today that in the face of undisputed evidence or credible information on corruption, I will not hesitate to take decisive action. Accordingly, I now direct, in furtherance of the principles enshrined in Article 10 of the Constitution on transparency and accountability, and based on new information provided by investigative agencies and partner nations, that the procuring agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for the JKIA expansion public-private partnership transaction. Let me repeat this for clarity. I have said that because of the information that has been provided to us by partner nations, I have directed agencies within the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum to immediately cancel the ongoing procurement process for JKI expansion public-private partnership transaction, as well as the recently concluded Ketraco transmission in public partnership. And immediately commence the process of onboarding alternative partners, because these are important projects.
Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go with the name Bromi Rolls on all social media platforms, as you can see on your screens right now. Today is a beautiful day because, you know, Kenyan people's voice has been heard by the man, William Ruto, and they have officially cancelled the takeover or the leasing of Jkia and Ketraco deal by Adani. So it's officially cancelled, and William Ruto, the president of Kenya, has officially stated that due to the official indictment of Adani Group by the USA judiciary, right now they are convicts, and lots of the directors in their boards have been found to be corrupt, and you know, right now they can't even be issued any certificate of tax comply, so they can't do business legally in other countries or jurisdictions, and even perhaps in their own country, which is India. So it's another win for the Kenyan people that you know, the takeover of JKA, which was you know, a very, very painful nail to the Kenyan people when it was said that they were going to take control over JKIA, a very, very profitable entity in terms of business, was going to be leased for 30 years. And then after 30 years, they were going to take 18% equity for eternity. That means they could be taking 18% of profits after 30 years for life, forever. That's modern slavery. And we are so happy that that deal has fallen off, because people had risen alarm against this bad company or corrupt company by the name Adani Group company, and the leaders here in Kenya were trying to defend it, especially the ones who were supporting the executive led by William Ruto. But right now, Kenyan people have been vindicated by the USA judiciary that after the long investigation against Adani Group, right now it has been confirmed that they are very corrupt, and that is something that they have been doing in their own country for them to get energy deals. Just like here in Kenya, we are going to give them the Ketraco energy company, and it's so beautiful to see that right now the people who are taking the corrupt money, they are going to take it back. That includes Kipchumba Murkomen, William Ruto, and the rest. And it's a happy moment for the Kenyans, and the fight still continues because we haven't finished the war. It has just started, and all is going well. Remember Meg Whitman, after realizing Donald Trump has won, she knew it's gonna be hostile for her, and she decided to avoid the big embarrassment that was coming in terms of being sacked, and she decided to resign to save her the big embarrassment. And then you will wonder why I'm linking that to this incident, but it's because Meg Whitman was very hands-on in terms of how this Kenyan government, Kenya Kwanza government, or Kenya Kusha government was being led. And right now, every entity that was supporting William Ruto, they have already left him on his own. That includes the church, the mountain, that is the mountain region, Meg Whitman, Adani Group. Everybody is leaving, and he's becoming weaker and weaker as days go by. So it's a celebration for the Kenyan people that we're gonna retain our Ketraco. This was being equalized as a state capture, whereby family, because Adani Group is a family company, it was going to capture our state in terms of how it was going to be run. And actually, one thing that is still remaining as a big question in terms of how Adani was being linked with our healthcare system in terms of providing the solution or the system on how people will be paying for the health services here in Kenya. They were supposed to offer the system. I haven't heard Uhuru saying that, not Uhuru, but Ruto saying that he has cancelled the healthcare system which Adani was even linked with. So I think we still have a big bone to chew with William Ruto in terms of how Adani are still linked with our healthcare system, and this unlikely and protested shift and share, because people still don't want it, and Adani are still in it in terms of providing the system which will be used in the way people will be paying for the healthcare services. So we still have for sure a big bone to chew with William Ruto, because he hasn't mentioned that one, and we believe Adani is still here in terms of controlling our healthcare, and in terms of our constitution, it doesn't allow that. No entity, no other foreign entities can come and access our healthcare information, because it's so critical for our country. So I believe we should be getting more clear information about getting Adani out of that engagement in the healthcare system, or shift and share. So I think Kenya is moving to the right direction, and Ruto has realized he's becoming weaker and weaker every day, and I believe Kenyans will continue to press, and we shall continue to increase the pressure that we need proper services in terms of delivery, and we need proper leadership in terms of how these people carry out themselves, and their work ethic and integrity, dignity, and all that comes with leadership. So it's another win for the Kenyan people. So let's stay hopeful. I always say, let's stay hopeful, don't lose hope. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. For those who are losing hope in one way or another, it's unfortunate that a few weeks ago, a lady went to the KICC and took her life away, and you know, just because she felt like the world was crumbling upon her. But I am gonna tell you guys that let's stay hopeful despite the difficult situations that we are in terms of economy and all that. But I want to say that economy liberation is coming very soon, and we should stay hopeful and strong so that we can enjoy the economy liberation that is coming sooner or later. So guys, let me know your opinion on this. It's a celebration for Kenyans that Adani are finally out. The KAA, Kenya Airport Authority, will be at least be breathing. Remember President Ruto has said now that Adani are out, they will be going for another company in terms of the PPP, public-private partnership, PPP entity. They will be going to explore that venture with another company. So hopefully they get a proper deal in terms of the closures that they will be putting in that contract, so that we can have a good deal. But personally, I'll prefer they put that they go to the Nairobi Stock Exchange and put bonds over there for the Kenyan people to buy, so that they can get the money to improve the Jkia and even the Ketraco. They should float the bonds for Kenyan people to buy those bonds, so that they can get the money to refurbish these cruel jewels of this country. Because I believe it's better Kenyans own their own cruel jewels, other than taking it to other foreigners who will be taking the profits to their own country, that is taking our money to other countries. It's better they float the bonds on Nairobi Stock Exchange, then only Kenyans to buy the bonds. Then from that money that they will have gotten, they should do the development with it. Then people will be receiving dividends after a period of time, when the infrastructure will be improved, and it will be bringing in more profits. Because these entities or these cruel jewels always make profit, they never make losses. So it's so annoying to see our leaders taking these cruel jewels to foreigners to own them, or to lease them to them for a particular duration in terms of years. So let's see the decision they will go with. I always say they should always have the public interest first, you know. But for them, it's always for them. They need to be given kickbacks in terms of corruption, for them to give these cool jewels or these contracts to other foreigners, so that they can get the kickbacks in terms of corruption. So I know they can't do it for Kenyans, because Kenyans will expose them in terms of if they decide to ask for kickbacks, because that is not the way we want to run our country. So Ruto is on his way out. Let's prepare for another leadership. Day by day, he's becoming weaker and weaker, and it's good he's realizing it, just the way he realized it during the 25th June demonstration, until he surrendered and dropped the 2024 financial bill. And let's stay woke, because they are reintroducing it once again. They are bringing back the 2024 financial bill, and let's stay woke, and we shall be again denying them that chance to bring it back, because we want them to open the debt book and look for the illegal debts that we have overpaid, you know, cancel those odious debt or the illegal debts. Then for the ones we've paid in terms of the illegal debts, we should get our money back. And as the forensic audit that was done with the team by Jimmy Wanjigi said, we have already overpaid our debt in terms of the odious debt that we have been paying so far, because they are illegal debts. They should get back our money, because we have already overpaid. So it means they have credit on our money. So it should be coming back for development of our country. And you'll find, if in case we call out those odious debts that we won't pay them, we shall get money for these cruel jails to be developed and to improve our infrastructure here in the country. So I believe the problem of Kenya starts by the illegal debts that we are paying, because remember, in the total sum that is collected by Kenya Revenue or the KRA authority, or rather KRA, that means Kenya Revenue Authority, the total sum that they collect monthly or yearly in a financial year, nearly 88% goes to debt. So we remain with literally 12% or something of the sort. So it's so unfortunate for Kenya to run on 12% of its revenue collected. And remember, they want to overtax us with the reintroduction of the 2024 financial bill that we earlier on denied. Right now they want to introduce it once again, just because they want to continue funding the illegal debt that they took or they benefited from in terms of their own personal interests and selfish interest and greediness. And I believe if we get a proper leader, and I've always suggested for a man like Okia Mtata and Jimmy Wanjigi, and you can tell me your own pair of presidency that you prefer or recommend on the comment section. We shall overcome this challenge of overpaying on illegal debt. When I mean illegal debt, it means debt that is not there. People went there with the name of Kenyans to take debt to fund their own offshore banks or foreign bank accounts, you know. So they are the ones who benefited from that money, not Kenyan people. Now we are paying for that money, and they are the ones who benefited from the money, not us as Kenyans, because that money didn't come to do any infrastructural development in Kenya. And remember, the constitution says for you to borrow any amount of money, it is only for development, not to pay people their salaries or to run operations here in the country, government operations, or to pay to the county governments. It's only specifically for development. And for them, they usually go and borrow to pay their workers, the civil servants, and to operate their government operations, and to pay the county government, which is wrong. It's illegal. You know, they should only borrow for development. That is what the constitution says. So remember, it is illegal. We shouldn't be paying for those odious debts. And it's good Kenyan people know this, and we're continuing to educate people through these civic education videos. And the more we get to share this video to our friends and family, the better for us Kenyans. Because remember, once the Adani deal was shared, Kenyans were aware, and we came together, united, and denied it. So it's better we continue sharing about these odious debt that we are paying, so that people can be aware and stand against these illegal debts that we have overpaid even. So we should be refunded our money, and then that money should be taken to the consolidated account. Then it should stand to do development here in this country. So guys, let me know your opinion, and I really appreciate. Let me know your opinions for the next presidency, the ticket of the two seats in terms of deputy president and the president. For me, I've always said either way, vice president or the president, Okia Mtata and Jimmy Wanjigi. Let me know your preference, and I really appreciate. Remember, in 2002, it was all about in 92, the big question in the big elections of 1992, it was all about, the big question was multipartism. You know, come 2022, it was the big question was Moyo has to go. Come 2007, the big election, it was 44 against 1. And come 2013, it was digital versus analog. Then come come 2017, it was 10 million minus 10 million against 1. And then the big question that is, then come 2027, come 2027, the big question should be economy liberation, nothing else. It should be economy liberation in terms of getting this country to stand on its own, and we should be liberated economically so that people can have money in their pockets and feel like the country is working for them, not for a few people. So let me know your opinions on the comment section, and I really appreciate. See you on to the next one, and stay blessed. Bye bye. Successful people look like you. Stay hopeful, don't lose hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and boom.
You like me, why them a fight me. You like me, chewing a bone with a bite. You like me, chewing a bite. Don't like, power and shit. We don't trust them, even if we bust them. We don't trust them, stay far, not touch them. We don't trust them, we'll be a man and sub them. Informer, me say you must them.